Hello, welcome. Patrick Sozo here, and here to do some live readings. I'm doing a special first day of the week, new beginnings, first day of the year. Excuse me. Um, you're in 2021. Happy New Year, and I hope you guys are finding yourself well today. If you have any questions in regards to what's coming up in the next 3 months, today would be a great time to do it. So some energy into it. $8.88. All right, payment options are on the screen as they go by. And yeah, I'll do a single card for free, of course, especially for new people. I would appreciate any likes or shares for my YouTube. Subscribe, please. Building that up. Uh, Want to reach more people, right? That is the point. All right. Okay, let's go over here to comments. Hi, Angie and Priscilla. Hello. Morena Wahanu. Wahana. Mahalo. Welcome. Happy New Year, y'all. So I hope it find you well. You may see me reading. I'm reading. I have several different things coming in here. I got video stuff off my phone. I've got another spot coming in that I may go over to. I'll turn this on right now. So I may get a call in over the computer too through my StreamYard and such. So, what's going to happen, huh? What's happening? How are you? Where are you at in this world? Please tell me your location. It's kind of cool to hear those things. I've had people on at the same time from Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland, and Saipan. I think that's a really cool one too. I am coming to you from the Desert Valley in Arizona. I am literally in the middle of the desert. Literally. For no fan. Oh, far no fan. Gotcha. Alrighty. Hi, Tony the Global Healer. I am on her page. She's hosting me, so to speak. She may be in the background from time to time. She might even come on the screen with me. I don't know. Priscilla, that's really cool. So, blessings, yes. That's what I felt, that energy. I didn't necessarily know what it meant. It reminded me of the Polynesian word. I think it's Polynesian and mahalo. It's a blessing. Just like aloha is a blessing. And then, so I bless you too, Priscilla. What nationality is that? Nation is it? That'd be interesting too. Vinka, hi. Thank you for those blessings. We got Facebook. Maybe get some people on with YouTube. That'd be fun too. So yeah, I'm doing a pretty much full reading for $8.88. Okay, which is 3 cards. We're going to look at the next 3 months, or we can look at romance. We can look at business possibilities, all those type of things. My name is. my name is. My name is. So it's Patrick Sozo. I'm a certified wellness practitioner, which means I have a lot of different modalities that I do. I'm a modern day mystic shaman. I blow me horn, which I will blow today at some point. It's my grand Yemenite. And I actually wrestled the animal down to the ground and cut this off. So there's actually a new running around with only one horn in Africa. And it really does not like me. No, just kidding. It does come from Israel or that, I guess, northern Africa area. And then I have my ram's horn, which is really cool. It's big and impressive, but in a lot of ways more effective. It's really about these are both angel whistles, the oversimplify an explanation. And of course, a lot of cultures have different forms of vibrational connection, right, to the spirit, the conscious, and the Pacific and different island places around the world use the shells. You got the Hebrew culture and a lot of different cultures. Viking culture used horns, shofar like things, probably different animals, and they also had the ram's horns too in their culture. Um, but they're to open the vibration. They're to tune, right? Tune the vibration that you're in. So when we do this today at some point, um, you'll want to put on some headphones and be prepared mentally for it, right? Receiving. Anytime you get energetic work, if you have in your field of thought that you don't trust the process and don't believe what's going on, then don't do it. You're wasting your money, you're wasting your time, you're wasting the time of the person that you're going to for help. Because if you're not going to receive, like intentionally receive, you just ain't gonna happen, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. That is also transferable with intention, is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen, right? All right. What's going on in the comments? Hi there, Leslie. Priscilla, New Zealand. All right. All right. Very cool. I have a good friend that lives in New Zealand. Several. Tony, gosh, I think his family is, he's got a lot of family in Hawaii, and then of course I met him in the Seattle area back in the day. That brother has arms like the size of my legs, big Samoan. When I say he's Samoan, and of course that I think that nationality also New Zealand and stuff. Really passionate dude. I love him. So welcome from New Zealand. Where else do we have people at? Canada, eh? You probably like, shut up, man. You do. I mean, I have a good friend, Everett. He may pop in on here. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time, but and he does. They all do, because they're from Nova Scotia, but they bounce over to the West Coast to um, what is it, British Columbia. So they go back and forth cross country, and of course they come down. I met them here in Arizona, actually. Beautiful family. They had 9 kids. Nine kids. It was really cool. You do. So that is funny. And it's something how you pick up on a vocal trait, like, hey, it just gets comfortable. Like, growing up when it was cool to say, okay, there's the Fonz, hey, right? That was cool. I guess Fonzie was from Canada. All right. So I'll definitely let me know where you're at in this world, and definitely do a card for you, Priscilla. Would you like a card, Leslie? I'll do a card. Anybody that's here, I'll do a single card for you. Just because it's always good. You're more blessed to give than to receive. I only expect an energetic exchange because it helps the process, right? It shows some commitment from your side because I'm already doing what I'm doing. So let me know a specific question for a single card pull. If you're in the group and can hear the sound of my voice, if you can hear this, then let me know what your question is. All right. You're welcome. Yeah. So what's going on? I think I saw a question earlier. Is Vinka? Hi, Vinka. All right. Appreciate the New Year's blessings. Yes. For now. So anybody that's still on here right now would like a single card, please? From England, United Kingdom, Karen Jones. Welcome, Karen. I traced, well, I didn't. A good friend of mine traced my lineage all the way to, I want to say Essex or Sussex. I don't know if they're in the same area or not. Back to 1679 before the brothers came over. So and before that from Ireland, but I don't know about that. I have to do the 23andMe or something, right? That'd be interesting. I've been thinking about doing them at the same time. It's like, what else are they doing with that information? So All right, so we're gonna do a single card for some people from England. Karen, let me know if you have a question for a single card. I will give you and everyone else a single card, 3 cards for 888. And it also includes a pendulum, yes or no. If you would like, if you have a question or a yes or no, then we could do that on the pendulum. I get stuff. See, these things are just touchstones, right? Pendulum is just a touchstone. It's like think of a starter on the car, right? Starter doesn't stay engaged the whole time. It only turns the flywheel and gets the motor going, right? I don't know if that's the right terminology. I am not a mechanic, and my wife can fully attest to that. Though I am mechanical, isn't that ironic? I can work on stuff and figure stuff out. The cars, just I don't have the passion. I'd rather buy it done or pay someone else to do it, and I feel much happier about that. Much more joy. Joy is good because I have no joy when I'm working on the car. I assure you, I'm just like, what is in store for me spiritually this year? All right. So here we go. Oh, Karen, you got love. Okay, yeah, Caroline, let me know what your question is, and same with everybody else. So give me a single card question, and I will tell you. So Priscilla, okay, so Karen looks like was in there first. Priscilla, come right back. So let's do a quick shuffle for Karen on love, single card. Again, if you want an in-depth full reading, $8.88 on sale. Usually I charge $1 million a reading. I don't get a lot of clients, but when I get one, man, it's really good. All right, Priscilla. All right, yeah, and I'll get right to you. Hi, Zanib Zahar. Love the name. YouTube, welcome. Right on. Be sure to subscribe. If you're on Facebook, if you go over to me, YouTube, Patrick Sozo, and hit subscribe, that would be such a blessing. This is for Karen on love. Just a single card for you. You got 9 of cups that's come in. So it's like you have not been, it came in reverse. So cups is emotion, okay, Karen? In the tarot. 9 is giving birth, but it comes in reverse. So normally it's a positive card about wishes and desires and butterflies and unicorns and such, and having this contentment. When it comes in reverse, not so much. No butterflies. So that's why you're asking, like, what the hell? I really feel that. You're like, this better be a better year? Is that right, Karen? I mean, is this like, no. All right, this is going to get better. And just off that, I feel that. I feel it is going to change. It's in changing. That's why the 9. So emotions, your emotions, right, Karen? It's getting settled emotionally is going to be what's called a catalyst. Okay, do you know what a catalyst is? The catalyst is used to bring something, to harden something, to make it firm, or they use it in resin. A catalyst in like epoxy resin. If you just have epoxy and no catalyst, it's just fluid, like, right, thick fluid. It never gets hard, But and that's where you've been. You've been in a place. Your love life has been. That's a little graphic. I'm not going to say it. I could say something, but anyway, in a joking way. But it's not. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I made myself laugh. It's going to get better because the catalyst is here. Okay, so be doing all your emotional healing, because wounded people wound people, and if you have those wounds, fears, or guards, in order to fall in love, you got to be all in, right? So you need to love yourself. That way you're just comfortable. This goes for everybody. This is why you love yourself, so someone else can love you, right? If you don't love yourself, then don't fool yourself. The energy that's there is in the background, and it's an unlove, right? So it just keeps this perpetual circle, this symbiotic, subconscious wound, right? For lack of better words, going. So that's going away. You need to do your due diligence. Check out EFT, Emotional Freedom Tapping. All right. I do sessions. You can book me through Facebook. We could do something within 15 minutes that would change your life using EFT, emotional freedom tapping. That goes for anybody. If you do it on your own, it's fine too, because you don't need someone to lead you through it. You just need to know what the process is. And people use this PhD. My sister, I always mention this because it's true. And she's a respected doctor in the psychiatric field, where she was over 9/11, like in the sense of the response for the psychological practitioners, psychologists and such. That was hard to get out. But my point being is, they use this in the field when people are having emotional breakdowns, when they're having addictions, like, where they're just in total meltdown. People have come off of heroin using this technique, binge drinking alcoholism, the kind of drinker that has not skipped a day in like 5 years. And then you do this technique on them. And of course, sometimes you have to continue to do it. That's why it's like learning how to fish rather than someone giving you a fish, right? So what I try to do is teach people to fish, right? I'm trying to give you the tools so you don't have to keep coming back to me, though it's not like I don't want to see you or talk to you. I promise you that, because I like talking with people. I'm a social guy. My wife will testify. So now we're going to Priscilla, and I hope you're still here. Karen, there you go. About love. You got your catalyst. Do your emotional sit-ups, and you have a birthing. So over the next 3 months, you're gonna see and meet some people. I think they're gonna be choices, right? Choices. That might sound weird, but that's, do your due diligence, and that'll happen next 3 to 4 months. All right, Priscilla. What is stored for spiritually this year for Priscilla? 1 card. Again, 3 cards, full reading for $8.88. Normally, I charge people $1 million for readings. So that's 981,012 off. All right, that was hard to say. I think I need to come up with something that's a little funnier, because it's hard to really pull off and not make it funny anymore. So. You can also pay me in pennies. That's 888 pennies. Okay. Just mail them. That's fine. Probably costs more to mail 888 pennies than it does to actually put the 888 pennies in the box. All right, so this is for me friend down in New Zealand, Priscilla, on spirituality for the next year. All right, what we got? All right, so you're going to have to create your own action and motion. I got the Chariot 7, so there's some completion. But see, this came in reverse. So yeah, right now there isn't any movement. But okay, moving from there, or what? I can't say there isn't any movement. I'm sorry, Priscilla. Obviously, you're a spiritual person. There's movement, but there's deeper things. I mean, deeper waters, right? So it's like the story of the person who's walked out into the water, spiritually speaking, and you see a plane, and you're walking out. You can't tell how deep anything is, right? I mean, literally. And you just keep going. You've been going for a while. It's not like you haven't been spiritual or moving into the spirit, because the water's been up to above your knees, right, for a long time. Some people hardly have it on the bottom of their feet, so that's a compliment. It's not an insult, I promise you. And all of a sudden you're gonna notice it gets a little scary, right? Because when you start, have you ever walked into a pool that's got a gradually descending bottom, so that you get in the deeper section, but there's a point where it kind of just goes more like a 45-degree angle, boom, you're down to 8 feet, whatever. And that's where it's going to feel. You're going to get that like going over a hill. That's coming up. All right, that's coming up. And the deep, that's going to become your new norm, right? New norm. All right, I hope I hope that helps you, Priscilla. Let me know what you think about that. All right. Yeah, only 1 million. I used to charge 2, but I thought, well, shit, that might be a little expensive. thought about just saying $999,000 too, because isn't that funny? People are more likely to pay $999,000 than $1 million. All right, in all seriousness, wouldn't that be awesome? But my focus, and I know other people too, as practitioners, people who share their gifts, we do a lot of free. I don't have any problem doing free. I go and get free readings myself. But it's always nice. And this is what I do for a living. That's why I got a couple other platforms going. I don't know what you want to call them, but anyway, I'm working, and I gotta keep track of this. So you may see me talking off to the side. Not crazy. I'm working. I got a video camera over here. I got a video camera right there. And the other places are a lot more money. They're paying me $3.99 a minute, and $6.99 for this, for the video. So there you go. So I may be giving stuff away for you guys right now, but I'm making money. I get it. I'm coming in. Just gotta make sure I'm paying attention to it. All right. In fact, I need to turn that on. And I think I'll just go with the live chat. I don't really want to do voice call, though I got a voice call going on here. All right, so we're back. Priscilla, let me know. Kim, lovely card. Yes, Kim, I will definitely give me a question to kind of focus here. Yes, give me a question. Zeneb. Sorry, it's probably Zeneb, right? Zoned. I don't know. Can you help me find a missing person? Samantha Jones. Huh. That may be something you could email my wife. She has had a certain amount of success with that. I don't have that kind of confidence, Samantha, but go ahead and inbox Tony, the Global Healer, and then maybe she can help you with that. Okay. So Samantha, hopefully you heard that. Okay, are we moving? Okay, so I'm going. Let's see if I missed any other questions here. Sorry, Samantha, I just noticed that. Will I get into law school? Single card. Okay, Zeneb, I didn't see that, so I will do that right now. Zeneb, will you get into law school? That's really well, I'll give you a card. Law school. That seems to me like, that's a pretty dedicated thing to even be considered, right? So I feel the energy behind that. I do feel there's momentum. I feel like if that's something you want to do, that is going to happen. And those doors, if they haven't opened yet, are going to open for financing and housing, or I'm not sure exactly. So one card, 8 of Wands in reverse. So 8 is new beginnings. Wands is creativity. And right now, when you think about it in reverse, it means there's not a lot of passion going into it right now. It's like kind of like a lag in energy right now. Okay, that's basically what it means. No action, no news, and not even. Perhaps you've just finished doing something in regards for this schooling, and so now you kind of have to wait. So maybe that's why you're asking. I feel like it's going to be positive though. Okay, if you want something more detailed, just pay for those 3 cards. We can take a closer look, but I would feel good about that, Zeneb, especially if you want that. I feel the universe is going to bring forth that, the angels, those synchronicities. Like I had a question earlier on the other platform, and they selected me simply because my name was the same name as their person of interest. And it's a good thing they did, because there was some insight there that came through that maybe wouldn't have come through another reader, because it's called synchronicity, vibrational alignment, harmony, right? Hillary, thank you. Thank you, Hillary. I appreciate the kind words. All right, so we've got Zeneb. So yes, on the law school. Yes, I got you. Hillary, are we moving in the next few months? Okay, so Hillary. Oh, thank you for that. Very well. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate the kind word, man. So let's focus on Hillary. All right, Hillary Kelly. Are we moving in the next few months? Well, let me do a pendulum on that. This is for Hillary Kelly. And let me know where you're at, all right? Especially new people here. I'll do one card for free. Let me know where you're at. I appreciate any subscriptions, subscribing to my YouTube. Patrick Holmes Sozo on YouTube, liking, sharing this, all that fun stuff. Kind comments, reviews. You can go to my page, leave me a good review. That would be sweet. Yes. Okay. All right. So, Hillary, I feel like you are. I think you're asking because it's kind of uh, it's something already in your energy field. I always forget to post comments on here. It drives my wife nuts. Sorry, honey. So yes, you are moving next few months. So make the necessary arrangements, right? Start packing, saving money, whatever you need to do. All right. I feel like the synchronicity is already there. I feel like the energy is already there, and you just need to kind of walk into it. Okay. Caroline, will my son money be returned to him? All right. Caroline is asking if her son's money will be returned to him. So will Caroline, my son, will his money be returned to him? Okay. Energetically, it'll take a little bit, but yes, I did get a yes. It took a little while to connect there. Sometimes it's especially when you don't give a first name. So if you have a question about someone in specific, I don't need their full name. I just need the first name. Initials is fine too. I don't need that. It helps me because I'm special. All right, so hopefully that I do believe he'll get his money. I do believe it's some time though. It's like doesn't look like it's going to happen, doesn't look like it's going to happen, and then it happens. So there you go, Caroline. Let's see. I am doing well, Jared. You're welcome, Zeneb. Jared Lewis. Yes. Tony, Jared said hello. All right. Hey, Hillary Kelly. Perfect. Great confirmation. Right.
Oh, is it Jared the Psychic?
Yeah. There. Are you? Tony says, "Is it Jared the Psychic?" And do you have a question, Jared? And if you're psychic, that's people don't understand is some people readers. I have met readers that are fine intuitively for themselves, but it does not seem to be the norm. So we tend to have to go. It's probably a spiritual act of humbling yourself. I can't even say it. Humbling. But anyway, okay. Caroline, you're welcome. All right. See if any other readings are coming through over there. Nope. All right. You're so welcome. You're extremely welcome, Caroline. Happy New Year to everybody. My name is Patrick Holmes Sozo. I'm a certified wellness practitioner, and I have a whole bunch of different modalities. I'm a modern day mystical shaman. Really, I mean, I do a lot of spiritual. I do smudging and all that kind of stuff. Of course, we can talk about crystals, and I got a lot of knowledge when it comes about dealing spiritual issues. Lots of history on that. And there was a period of time we used to kick things out, and we do still when necessary. But some things are karmic, right? And sometimes that's where hypnotherapy. Also, my wife Tony does some excellent energetic clearing sessions. You can book that on Facebook here off her page if you're watching me on her page, and obviously you know where that's at. So it's worth the money, every penny. We can clear spaces. She cleared a funeral home over in Pennsylvania. Had a little wicked witch hanging out. Yeah, by location, biofield locate, by location, and she can deal with the energetic stuff going on there, shut portals, or open up your third eye, all that fun stuff. I can do a lot of work for you if you have a lot of concern. Perhaps you feel that you're dealing with karma in your life, and all of us are in some ways or another. Plus, we're dealing with dharma. Come back to that. Karma is from a previous life. Dharma is the energy that you've sown in this life, positive and negative. If you flip someone off, or cut them off on the freeway, and then to top it off, you double down and flip them off. If you did what you did, then there's down the road in this life that's going to come back around and slap you in the face like a wet noodle. So that's why it's good to try not to get reactionary. If you're reactionary, start working on that. I have to work on it. I mean, I'm a type A, right? You don't have to guess what I'm thinking. I'm Capricorn, and if you get under my skin, I'll kick you out 50 ways to Sunday. and and I won't have any sadness about it either, which pisses some people off. But I'm a very passionate person too. So I can be hard. My wife's like, man, watch it. So I have to watch my sensitivity sometimes, especially when I'm dealing with someone because, wounded people, wound people, right? And so I deal with a lot of wounded people, especially on other platforms where they don't have to pay as much because wounded people tend to be broke, I guess. Anyway, and so they don't like what they hear and they'll lash out. Whatever, grow up. Okay, that's dharma. And it could be karma. If it's karmic, we can do a past life regression and look at it. There may be pains in your body that are karmic. There's a soul tear. Sexuality can be a soul tear. What's going on? Oh, that's on my other. Give me a moment. Yes, I'm still here. All right. I'm back. You didn't see me leave, but I did. Oh, what? All right. What's going on in the comments? Jared, yes, yes. All right. Caroline, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, Jared, because you're a psychic. Did you have a question, Jared, too? Lord, let me have it. I'm going to give you a reading with me English accent. Why? Well, Jared, no, Jared, tell me why I'm speaking English. Please. Sherry Prowse, do I need to retire early due to medical reasons? I'm 57. Well, my guess, don't you hate that saying? Why you guess that? I thought you were psychic. You already have some suspicions because of what's manifesting in your flesh. So I would say early would be good. Not necessarily because you need to because of medical conditions, but because you need to because of medical conditions, right? Laughter does the body good like a good medicine. So if you're doing something that allows you some joy, you're going to have a longer life. So if what you're doing as work and you're 57 and you don't have any freaking joy, yes, time to leave that job right now. Right now, I would email them right now and say, I'm done. I'm not going to give you 2 weeks notice. I'm gone. No, but you need to pay bills too, everybody. I mean, unless you're like, well endowed with finances and such, which is cool. I think that's beautiful to be blessed. I'm blessed. I mean, look at this new shirt, birthday shirt, and a birthday kitty behind me. Just a little kitty. Wait until he grows up. All right. Will my painting ideas be said? Okay, wait. I think I was going to answer. Thank you so much. Kids. Oh, you're welcome, Hillary. Thank you for the kind words. Do I need to retire? Okay, so I'm on that one. Got it right on the screen for me. Sorry. So I would say yes. All right, there's your question. All right. And why? Because it'd be better for you. All right. Joy. Find something that you really enjoy and make a living from it. I mean, I wish it was that easy just to do, but when you start leaning into it and the synchronicities and what's already, that's the energy in your field, huh? Right? You're already gone, not dead. Not dead. I'm saying you already kind of made that decision. It's in your field. I can feel it. Let me know if that helps. All right. Sherry, true. Okay, good. Kim, Let's see what's going on here. Will my painting ideas be successful? I will say yes. Yeah, well, you didn't even think about it. Okay, no. Just kidding. I really do feel yes, Kim. Okay. Let's do a card real quick. See, like I don't need cards. I do intuitive, but sometimes it gives you a 5 of Swords in reverse. So right now, the it's I understand it. Okay, so this is basically saying you're lacking confidence, and the fruit that you're seeing right now is not really encouraging you. So Kim, listen to what I say. Read my lips. Your paintings will sell. All right. And I want you to dedicate a painting to your painting selling. Okay. You're going to paint yourself selling paintings, right? It could be abstract, right? It could be Van Goghish. That'd be kind of cool. But basically, that's a sigil. Okay. A sigil is a shape or a picture sacred to you that has a deeper meaning. And that meaning, Kim, for you right now is your paintings are going to sell, and you're going to paint a painting of yourself selling paintings. All right, let me know what you think. All right, anybody else? Badoom. Daddy, I'm leaning. Sherry, okay. What is it? So Kim, let me know what you think, and tell me where you're at in this beautiful world. Please, I think it's fun. I had some people. There was someone from New Zealand earlier. Hillary's probably gone. I don't know where she was from. Or a lot of people are like, come on, come on, come on. There was someone from Canada I read for. Okay, you are most welcome. Um,
I think Hillary was from
Oh, that was Canada. Okay. So, yes, paint yourself selling paintings, whatever that looks like. It could be an allegory too, right? Like that's what a sigil is. Usually only the creator knows what it means unless they've shared it. Like there's cards like these that I use for life coaching, soul coaching, and reading. And I'll do one of these cards. All right, I'm just gonna do one of these, and I love this. These cards don't deal with reversals and stuff. At least that's not the way I lean into it. So it's always right side up for me. Um, but they're embossed, not really embossed, but they're endowed with the symbol, a sacred symbol, a sigil for the symbol of the angel in regards that this card is about. So illumination, for example, Gabrielle, and it's got light language around the border of the card. And what you're going to see is an orb with the sigil on top of it. Okay. So here you go. So that's Gabriel, and that's the sigil for Gabriel, the angel. And it's said if you meditate on that, vibrations, it's all about vibration, right? All about vibration. Uh, so create a sigil for your success. I'm telling you, all of you. So, you guys want to learn a little bit about that? A little bit? Patrick the Wise. Oh, I love that. I wonder what that is in your language. Patrick the Wise in your language would be beautiful. Good, Kim. All right. I'm glad, Priscilla. I appreciate you very much and your kind words. So to make a sigil, would you like to know how to create a vibrational prayer that you can transfer or carry with you? All right. So let me get a piece of paper. This sigil is obviously going to be two-dimensional in a sense because it's going to be written down. It's only one of the ways. You can Google this, and yes, they do use this technique in other energetic practices like magic and such, witchcraft, obviously, because it works. Okay? It's not because it's exclusive to their modalities. They use it because it works. They didn't come up with it, they stumbled across it. And I'm not trying to pick a fight. They would lose anyway. So, anyway, um, Where are we at? Yes, makes sense. So a sigil. You guys want to know what a sigil is? Anybody still here? 6 people, 7 maybe? Got 7 still. I got 6 people. Out of those 6 people, is anybody curious as to how to create a sigil? Yeah. Mm-mm. Cool. I love the ladybug. Ladybugs. God always uses ladybugs, or used to use that a lot with me in synchronicities. That's cool. Um, Very cool. So yes. Oh, Kim, you said yes. Okay. So there's one. There's one person. I love that too. So the question is, if you want to learn how to create a sigil, pay attention now. So one of the ways, obviously, you can use sacred symbols, symbols that mean a lot to you. Shefa, as I'm an energy practitioner, and Shefa, that's Hebrew symbols. So I may put some of that in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the intention for the sigil. All right. So I'm going to bless this year with prosperity. So I'm going to write down bless 2021 with healing, prosperity, love, wholeness, goodness, protection, sincerity, right? Wisdom, understanding, insight, right? That sight within. All right, so blessed 2021. This is a sigil for this. With healing, prosperity, love, wholeness, goodness, protection, sincerity, wisdom, understanding, insight, passion, right? Okay, so I'm starting with this. All right, you should do the same. Doesn't have to be that. It can be that, since we're doing that. If you want to copy that, you're just going to write down a bunch of blessings, whatever you want, okay, to have happen that blesses your life and the people around you for your highest good. All right. So now I'm going to go through, I'm going to take out all the vowels, okay? I'm going to carry down all the consonants. I'm going to take out any duplicating letters. I'm not going to duplicate them, but I'm going to take one letter, minimum of one letter per word, and I'm going to keep the 2021. So below now, I'm going to start transferring this information. So now this is going to start, that's the conception, right? I mean, it's the law of creation, right? Yeah, you got to conceive before anything can grow. And now we're going to grow it, right? So we're going to carry down the 2021. Because that's the focus this year. Blessing. So I'm going to take the B. I'm going to make everything capital too that I use. So there's a B. I'm going to take one word. For this, I'm going to take one letter from every word. W, H. Take the first letter for every word. P, L, another W, G, another P, an S, another W, U, I, and P. All right. So a lot of practices will just have you remove the consonants, the vowels, A, E, I, O, U, that kind of stuff. Anyway, and then take all the consonants, all the leftover letters down and just remove all the duplicating, so you're reducing this. It's like numerology, right? So when you start out with 138, you're going to take 3 plus 8 is 10, 11, plus 1 is 12, plus 1 plus 2 is 3. You reduced 138 down to 3. You got it? All right. Excuse me. That being said, we can take 2021 numerically and numerology and break that down to 3, 5. So really, instead of 2021, we could use the number 5. So here's what I got. Now, in the creation of a sigil, that's what I'm teaching you right now. Okay. Let's see if I can get better lighting. All right. So I took everything that was written up above there, the blessing, and I decided to go with the first letter. But normally, a lot of times you can just remove all the vowels, the E's, the A's, the U's, and then I's and such, and then you transfer all those. But I'm trying to kind of start condensing it. Then I can take 2021 and numerically I can reduce that numerology to 5, right? 2 plus 1 is 3, 0 is 0, and then 2. So that would be 5. Okay. So now I'm going to take all those letters that I've taken from up above that say bless 2021 with healing, prosperity, love, wisdom, goodness, right? All that's going to be in the sigil now. So now I have those letters. Now I'm going to create a sacred symbol using what I have here. Here we go. You ready? You following this? I hope you're enjoying this. Luckily, I haven't been. I'd like to get some readings. It'd be nice, but this is kind of cool, and it can be a very effective way of expressing yourself energetically to help co-create what's happening in your mother life, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's say 2021. We can do a couple different things here. I'm thinking I'm going to go with number 5, just because we reduced it. I know what it means. 5 now means 2021 in this particular expression. And you can turn the letters upside down, backwards, invert them. It's the energy, it's the word there with healing, prosperity, love, wholeness, goodness, protection, sincerity, wisdom, understanding, insight, and passion. That's what this means right here. So let's go with the B. And I want something that looks kind of cool. So we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go, so we have more than one W. So and then we have an H. Just be patient with me. This takes a little time. Just kind of figure out what, because there's no wrong way of doing it. It's not like I'm worried about doing wrong. I want the best energetic expression of the sigil I can possibly create. Yeah, the practice of using sigils goes back thousands and thousands of years. All right, EL. So here we go. Obviously, this is not the type of painting, Kim, that you probably are capable of doing, but you can make some beautiful sigils. And then W again. All right. So we're going to invert I'm getting just about there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters left. This is where do I want to put them? So I'm gonna go like that. All right, just about got her. One last one. All right, so this is sigil. This is what I've got for a shape now. All right. Amanda, hi Amanda. Sure, let me have the question and I'll give you a card. So this, I'm teaching people how to create sigils. We started out with this blessing for 2021. We reduced it down to those letters, and then numerically and numerology, the 2021 down to 5. Then I took those and transferred them down below to create what is called a sigil. Now, this is not necessarily done. What I could do now that I have all the energy from the blessing, this year is in the middle here, I can also add some sacred symbols like Shakare and Ashin. So I will do some of that. And some symbols here and there, some holy symbols, some dokumeo, very powerful. Comes in the form of a lightning bolt. It's pretty cool. Um, all right, so I added a few symbols, and there's my sigil. Now I can take that energetically. I could just go ahead and burn that on the full moon or the new moon, or you could do something like that. You could fold that up, remove it from this piece of paper, cut it off here, and fold it up and put it in a talisman. Create a talisman with it. I could also burn it, take the ashes, and put it in a talisman. Um, you can also just keep it around to look at and remind you of how you just blessed 2021. All right. That is how you create a sigil. So if you have any questions on that, Amanda, let me know what your question is for your card. I appreciate you. Everett Para. Hi, Everett. I don't see you saying anything. What's going on? Hi. Okay. Oh, do you see me and Joe in romance? Okay, let me get back to you here. All right, so let me get this one off. Let's go down here. Do you see me and Joe? All right, so Everett, hello. I just talked about a friend named Everett is up in Canada. Let me know where you are in this world. I just got finished kind of demonstrating how to create a sigil. That's one of the ways. That's not the only way. And of course, there are whole religions based around this kind of stuff. And that I am not. So I do not get religious about stuff, but I do know energetically, if you put your heart into it, you help it. And that gives you a way to know, hey, I'm going to bless 2021 with healing, prosperity, love, wholeness, goodness, protection, sincerity, wisdom, understanding, insight, and passion. Sincerity. Why did I put that in there? Because there's a lot of insincere motherfuckers out there. Okay. And I don't like them. I don't like insincerity. I don't like reading for them. I don't, I get them all the time on platforms. They want to test me. Test yourself. You're number one, right? Read between the lines. So sincerity is important. We lack it in America. Serious. It's sad. But I will be sincere. That's why some people don't always like my readings because sometimes I lack sensitivity. Plenty of sincerity, not a lot of sensitivity. That's a fault of the Capricorn, which I have to intentionally, right? I try to overcome that and be loving and soft. All right. So the question is, do you see me and Joe in a romance? Um, I don't know. How relevant is that? Do you guys even live in the same area? I mean, believe me, I get those questions all the time. The person's on a different continent. They're like, "Are we ever going to get together?" If you move, okay. So I would say, yeah, it could happen. But you got to be in the same room, right? So that's what I get. Hopefully that helps. Let me know, Everett. What do you think? I do believe there is a possibility of romance there. If you're testing me, though, you can go suck a duck. All right. Amanda Bryan, I would love a card. Amanda, did you ever give me a question? Thank you for sharing. Oh, you're so welcome, Kim. I appreciate the kind words. Man, yes. So Lisa, you may have a card. I need a question, please, unless you guys already put one up here. I just did Everett Para, and I do believe there's that possibility, but I also feel like there's some weird stuff there, like you're not in the same area or something, or seems to me some energy needs to happen there. So listen, men are men, they're not broke. Okay, just like a woman is a woman. You're not broke just because you're emotional and you have to connect every little thing. Okay, that's forever, right? Um, but whoever you're asking about, I'm sorry, Joe. You know, we have nothing boxes as men. Serious. You ever ask a guy, what are you thinking? Don't do that. Number one, none of your business. Literally, if they want to tell you, guys are pretty forward. They're thinking about something that they need to share, that they will share it with you. I promise. But we have a nothing box, and so when a guy says nothing, he's not thinking about nothing. It's quite possible. In fact, it's scientifically proven that we, as male individuals, can think about nothing and still breathe. Anyway, there's a really funny presentation. It comes out of from a Christian minister, but it's not churchy at all. It's just hilarious. Even if you just need a good laugh, I recommend watching it. It's called "Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage," and especially if you've always had relationship problems, be it male or female, because it doesn't pick on either way. And the guy is a guy doing it, but yeah, his whole point is like, listen, we're not broken. We don't need to be fixed. Now, it doesn't mean there isn't emotional stuff that could have happened to us. I mean, that part. But we're just talking, just to be a man doesn't mean we're broken. I mean, we're men. Okay. No, we can't multitask as when you think of like in general. Okay. Some guys can multitask like a monk. Bless their hearts. I have my moments. Most of them are not multitask oriented, but there are moments when I can do that. But it's not the standard, I guess, right? Where'd I go? So yeah, if to give you an example, and I highly recommend Everett, you check out that video. Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. It's actually a whole series. Okay, and it's free on YouTube. Um, and it kind of just tells you the thought process is, like women will get upset when we do something kind for them, yet and you still get upset, even though we did what we did for you to be kind. And though we didn't do it to be kind, and that's the problem. We did it because we felt like it needed to be done or some obscure other reason. Yet, and until you found that out, you were really happy with what just happened because he did it. He did the dishes. whatever. I mean, I do dishes all the time. I don't think that's a male female thing, but you know what I'm saying. Whatever helped you out, and that they did it, and you're like, oh, he loved me so much. He did this to me. You're like, honey, thank you so much for doing that for me. Thank you. For doing that because you love me so much. And the guy's like, he's like, I didn't do that because I love you. I did that because it needed to be done, and I just felt like doing it. Just felt like doing it. That drives women nuts because they want you to do everything out of this passionate expression of your love. And believe me, there are men that are like that, and it's so beautiful. And I want to be like that. Oh God, my wife needs romantic gestures and stuff. All women, all men too. Men love that too. I love it when my wife's romantic towards me. So, but it just doesn't come as natural as you would like it to come for us men, unless you're one of the, like I said, in general, there are plenty of guys out there that just um, really make me sick because they're so romantic. All right, so where are we at? Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. All right, let's see what's going on here. Destiny, Deanne King. I have an unusual question. All right. Are you able to predict when I am going to die? The reason I ask is because my husband was murdered in August, and I miss him dearly. It just would be nice to know when we will be reunited. Wow, I feel you. I totally understand that question, and no, I couldn't tell you that to be honest. And I wouldn't want to, right? Because there's certain ethical things. Anybody who would do that for you, I think they should be questioned. Okay, so, but I will tell you this. My wife's a medium, so I would contact her. Maybe you get a good encouraging word from your love. Because that's what you need. All right. You need to live. You're still here for a reason. I'm sorry he was murdered. Hopefully they caught the person. And obviously, that's my other platform asking if I'm still there. So, yes, I am. All right. So, not a lot of readings coming in. Oh, it just would be nice to know. Yes. And time, it's so relative. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really separated from them, okay, so that connection is still there. You just need to learn how to listen, and you need to move on, okay, as far as living. Doesn't mean you have to forget or let go of your love, but move on and live intentionally, okay. All right, Destiny. So that would be my advice to answer your question. Is I can't answer that question, and I wouldn't answer it. So um and I don't mean to be hard or so. I'm sorry if you take that as me being difficult. Yeah, Tony is the, yeah, we don't do that. And there's been times when we've gotten information about stuff. That's a very sensitive deal. Unless I know for a fact I'm supposed to relay that information, I won't say anything because you're messing with forces. The law of inevitability. Okay, right? I mean, none of us get death and taxes, right? So eventually you are going to die, just like me and everybody else watching. And there's that law of inevitability, something that's going to happen no matter what, and death is one of those things. Um, so yes, you'll be reunited, but you're not separated from them. I would talk to Tony or some other mediums and such. I would highly recommend my wife. She's very gifted. You're welcome, Destiny. You're so very welcome. And, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry you had that loss. I'm sorry you had that loss, had to experience that, but there is more for you. There's more for you, more life. Okay. All right. So we created a sigil. This is what this sigil says. Blessed 2021. I don't use any negatives. That's another thing. When you write out, when you're giving birth, conceiving, not giving birth, because giving birth and conceiving are two different things, right? They're not the same thing. It doesn't happen the same day. That would be weird. Um, But when you're conceiving creatively, and you wish to express a thought or intention, you don't want any negativities in there. So you don't want something to happen. So you just don't defer to that at all. No negative stuff in the sigil. So this is why I wrote what I wrote. So I said, bless 2021 with what? With healing, prosperity, love, wholeness, goodness, protection, sincerity, wisdom, understanding, insight, and passion. I blessed 2021 with that, broke that sentence down, that blessing down, and then created what is called a sigil out of it. Okay, so there's the initial blessing. That's how I pulled out all the first letters. That's one of the ways of doing it. Someone may even say, "Oh, that's so wrong." Yeah, shut up, Karen. All right. And that's what I ended up with the sigil, which I would cut off, fold up, or even just hang or put underneath my computer here where that I can see, and I would know what that means, and nobody else would. Okay, you have a T-shirt made out of it, be wearing the blessing. Let me tell you, there's something very powerful about that kind of stuff. Tattoos. People want to put tattoos of death and stuff on them, skulls. Don't. You know, it's the vibrations. Gosh, look at quantum physics. Look up. There's a Japanese guy who did this. This has scientifically been proven how words affect water. And guess what? You're 70%, minimum 70% water. Might be as high as 80 some odd percent um, for some people, right? But generally speaking, uh, we're 70% water. So if you put a tattoo on your body that says something negative, then you're constantly giving that vibration. Like any hate words, and they tried when they did this experiment where you can freeze water, it crystallizes. So they took, little sample plates and they wrote words on it. Love words, got beautiful snowflake uh, creations, beautiful snowflake, all very designed and uniform. You know what I mean? All in very beautiful. Same water source, same little plates. You use negative words, hate, and stuff like that. There was sometimes even blackness within the structures were not any kind of uniformity. They were morbid and out of shape, discolored. That's what that kind of stuff on your skin will do to your spirit. Um, so don't do that. I'm not saying don't get a tattoo, but what you get, it needs to be spiritually powerful, right? To you, especially. It could be a sigil. And hey, God bless the body. If you've already gotten those, just bless them and recreate the meaning and the vibration of those things on you. Okay, because a skull, right? Death can mean just change. It can mean new birth. It can mean just new beginnings. So I'm rattling on. Anybody have any other questions here? Do we have anybody? We have one person watching. All right. I think I might log off. We're just over an hour. I should be back. So keep your eyes open. Oh, can I have a free reading? Yes, Sabrina. Where are you at? Let me know where you're at. I'm not going to give you a full reading, but I will give you some reading. What is your question, please? Let me know what you would like to know. And that way I can determine if I want to pull a card or do a pendulum for you. These are touchstones. I do tarot, I do oracle stuff, I do straight intuitive using nothing. I've really been flowing enough. I probably don't even really need the cards, but let me know what your question is, please. Oh, the Netherlands, right? Oh, that's so cool, man. We had someone on here from on earlier. Might still be on. I don't think so. I think people right now. New Zealand, and then Canada, and then England, UK, right? Over there in UK. And of course, now we have the Netherlands about future and love. Okay, Sabrina, so this is for you, future and love. I'm going to take a quick look here. I'm trying to feel that out, Sabrina. I feel like there's some possibilities already happening that there's someone you've already kind of that's come in or will be very soon if they haven't coming into your field. So I'm gonna pull a card on that and see what's going on. Yeah. Queen of Wands, open, friendly, optimistic, popular, sincere, and cheerful. So that's a beautiful card. I have the Irish deck. It's tarot. Tarot is tarot, but this one is artist from Ireland and really kind of cool. You can see the multiple portals in your love life. Wands is creativity. Okay. All right, Sabrina. You may already know this. I kind of feel like you have some energy. Perhaps you're a reader too. That's all right. I read for readers all the time. This could actually have to do with this person too. Yeah, yeah, and which makes it me kind of feel like your next relationship's going to be kind of a twin flame oriented. That's not good or bad. It is what it is. Twin flames are generally meant to bring us deeper spiritually, right? Because we get to look at ourselves through someone else. Twins, right? Twins. The passion, the articulation, and then there's all that other stuff that we see that's in us that we do not like. And you're gonna see all the stuff you do like too, and that's what makes twin flame. So I really feel okay as this is developing, Sabrina, that your next relationship is gonna be twin flame. I think they're very open. I believe it could even turn soulmate. Right? I started off in twin flame with my wife of 33 years now, and it developed into the soulmate only because I died to my ego and made the necessary spiritual changes and those kind of stuff. And she did what she did, but I did what I did in spite, right? Not in spite, but because that was the path I was on. And if I hadn't done those, we may not have lasted because I was a real dickhead. Okay, so not to say I wasn't abusive, but I mean, I get upset. Um, I might pick up the couch because I'm a big guy, 6'5", 6'6" on a good day. I'd throw the couch around, not with her on it most of the time. And if I was pissed, right, I'd pick up furniture and throw it because you know, but I got healed up from those things, those triggers and that kind of stuff. I really feel that this person is very, like I said, it's optimistic, popular, sincere. I think they're already in your field. So, yeah, exciting. Congratulations. So, Sharon, you would like something on love too. All right. So, you have a good future in love, Sabrina. It's going to be very energetic. And depending on how you respond to the triggers, your own triggers, because it's going to be someone of a twin flame situation, meaning you're going to see a lot of yourself in them, and that's what attracts you. You know, that's good. You seem to be settled with yourself, Sabrina. And, let me know if any of that makes sense. But I do feel like you don't have an issue with yourself, an issue loving yourself. So that makes it easier for someone else to love you. But you have been wounded, and you're like kind of But I think this person just makes you feel accepted, right? And so that's coming. I think they're already there. I think there's going to be some awakening. Right. All right. So Sharon, love. Let's see, Sharon. Tell me where you're at too, please, Sharon. So for you, I get the Magician, number one, new beginnings, but it came in reverse, Sharon. But no resources, no awareness. That's why you're asking me right now. There's no action. You feel powerless even, right? It's not a very fun card to get for a reverse. It's excellent and when it comes in straight up, right? Let me know. Sabrina, talk to me. All right. Let me know what you thought, right? It's got to be a little bit of sharing. You're welcome. All right. So, Sharon, yeah. So that being said, you need to get your power back, girl. All right. You need to stop worrying. So there's just a lack of resource. Duh. Okay. So these times have a lot to do with why we get the cards we get because it's affecting everybody. And there's this big negative thing, and especially when it comes to resources and such. Okay. Um, but in regards to love, so you need to just heal up from some past disappointments. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Samantha, I can give you a card. Oh, all right. So Sharon, there you go, Sharon. I always forget to click on the people's comments. Yes, Samantha, definitely, Samantha. Bennett. I'll give you a card here in just a bit. So, yeah, the Magician in reverse. So you need to change that. I would just start, I kind of felt like Sabrina didn't have an issue with loving themselves. I think Sharon, I think, I think you need to just get a medi pedi and massage and just relax and then make a list of all the people you need to forgive and all those negative experiences that we all have from time to time in relationships and let those go and really go through every person that you have written down that maybe you've had a relationship with that has abused you or harmed you in any way and feel that, right? Feel that, not the abuse, but that connection. If there's still a trigger, like when you look at the name or read the name, you're still like, oh, you got that gut. So you need to make sure all those ties are cut. Okay. These are tools I'm giving you, right? I'm not going to give you a fish without teaching you how to fish. Okay. So, so you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to go through, maybe there's not very many, maybe there's a whole bunch, no judgments. The point is to not be wounded anymore because wounded people wound people. Okay. And you certainly do not want to wound anybody any more than you want to be wounded. And I know that to be true. And so do that exercise and fill it out. Make sure that there's no one that you have in your past that enables, right? Enables any triggers that causes those buttons, those triggers to be pressed. So that way you can move forward. It doesn't mean the next person isn't going to develop their own stuff, right? But I think that'll really help you. Okay, hopefully that does help you. Samantha, what is your question, please? Sharon, there you go. I hope that blesses you. And yes, there is love coming, and I would do that exercise, self healing. Okay, laugh. Watch something that makes you laugh. Laugh your way to a better. Anybody asking about love right now? If you're still here, and it looks like someone that. Check out that video. Laugh your way to a better marriage. That'll help you. It will help you a lot. Um, and it'll make you laugh like a mo. That's just funny. Yeah. Da, da. So Samantha, let me know what your question is, and then I may be tuning off for a little bit. Work the other. I got a bunch of them on 3 different things right now, as far as platforms and such. So not just 3 different on StreamYard. So I'm on a total of like 6 different right now, actually. Yeah, okay. So relationship. Here we go. All right. Let's do that. Let's get rid of. Thank you, Sharon, for your question. Yes, I will. Okay. All right. Samantha, relationship reading. Don't have a specific question. Just would like to see what it is for. Okay. Sounds good. So this is for Samantha Bennett. I think there's only a couple people on here anyway. It's actually easier when there's less people because when you get like 20 plus and the comments go by so fast, it's really hard to keep up or do anything meaningful. At least in regards to interacting. So here we go, Samantha. All right, 7 of Swords. So yeah, came in reverse. Swords is intellectual communication. 7 is completion. So you really kind of come to a place where you don't have any problem communicating with persons of interest. You don't really keep a lot of secrets. I mean, it's kind of like everything's on your sleeve, so to speak. Uh, you don't believe in concealing stuff or being apart. When you have a relationship, you like to be with the person. Is what that I feel that means, right? So yeah, these are the Irish deck, 7 of Swords, but it came in reverse. All right. So it just means the opposite of pretty much like secrecy, flee, conceal, leaving. But intuitively, that just means you like to be with the people when you're in love with them, right? I mean, it's not like you don't keep any secrets. You're very transparent and honest, and you expect that from the person you're with. And sometimes you know, in the honeymoon phase with your experience, I don't know if this is true or not. You can let me know in the comments. And it seems like they're checking all the boxes for you. They're sincere, they're honest, and yet a few months down the road come, and all of a sudden they're not continuing to be that way. All of a sudden they start gelling up, and there's a certain amount of secrecy and that kind of stuff, and then it just goes south from there. So that could be karmic or something. Um, it could be dharmic too. I don't know. But anyway, you just really appreciate it, having time with people. So let me know how you feel about that, Samantha. So that being said, dun, dun. Oh, we got some more people. Hey, welcome. Welcome, Queen Bean. I remember reading for you before. Yes, absolutely. Leslie, well, my new relation. So, Samantha, let me know what you felt about that. So, what did I really say there, Samantha? With that Seven of Swords in reverse, was just saying your expectations. You know, you expect someone to be open and honest and sincere. I feel like that's coming. I feel like because you've laid the groundwork, or you will lay the groundwork when you meet the person, because those are your expectations. If you settle and don't stick to what you're expecting, right? The standard, okay, Samantha? The standard. You have to have that standard, and you have to stick to it, because if you settle and you get someone who's emotionally not sincere, they see everybody seems sincere right out the gate, right? I mean, you love, well, you can't stop kissing, making out, having sex, whatever. Or maybe it's a long distance and you just can't stop tying. They're so sweet, but that's not the real them. That's the them you want to see. That's the them that attracted you. The real them will come out in time, and you know, sometimes it comes out right away if you have that deepness of the connection, because you've raised up a standard, and you don't even start down that road if they don't have the fruit. If you're looking at a tree and the fruit that's hanging from that tree does not match the fruit that you would like to eat, find the tree that you want to eat from. Don't eat from the tree you don't want. That's stupid. So go off the fruit is what I'm trying to say. There you go. All right, Samantha. Next question. What's coming in for love? All right. Let me tell you, all of you need to go watch Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. Yes, a minister does it. He doesn't do it churchy. It's freaking hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And it's a whole conference. It's like a 2 or 3 day deal that's free on YouTube. You just tune in and watch it when you can. You can't go wrong watching any one of the episodes. You will laugh your ass off if you're normal. And you'll learn about the opposite sex. If you're female, you'll learn about the male, and if you're male, you learn more about the female and how to, love languages. Gosh, yeah, a lot of women will read that book. Oh, five love languages, and this is his love language, but the guy doesn't know shit. So share the book. If you have a book on love languages, you meet someone you really care about, and you're going down that road. You're like, all right, this is on. You're fucking, and everything's happening. Give him the book, all right, because he's gonna run out of ways of expressing his love. I guarantee you, because that's the zone he's in. This is working. This is working, and all of a sudden, it comes to a place that every relationship comes to, where there's a necessity for something deeper, right? If it's going to be that kind of relationship. Not everybody. Some people like going from person to person, and God bless them. I'm going on 33 years. So that being said, Queen Bean, check out that movie on YouTube. Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. Six of Wands. All right. You're getting your power back, Queen Bean. All right. There's some very positive, some victory, success. So yeah, there's some positive movement for your love life, Queen Bee. All right. And it's creativity. Six is the number of man, right? So there you go. So there's someone I dare to venture to say that they have a certain amount of success. They're very confident. And it seems to me like this is going to be something that really works well. Okay. So it'll work even better if you go watch that video. Laugh your way to a better marriage. So that's good news, Queen Bean. Let me know what you think. All right. Nice. Yes. You're welcome. Samantha, thank you. I've been trying to move open feelings. Oh, let's see. Let's go here. Thank you. Yes, I've been trying to be more open. Yes, that's what that card. Just be true to yourself, Samantha. That's all you're doing. Yeah, it's better that they learn at the front, right, of your relationship what you expect, and it'd be nice to kind of hear in that process that exchange of ideas because a relationship is an idea, right? It's an idea, it's one that you share with someone else, and uh, and I'm not just talking about love relationship. Any relationship is an idea. Business partnership, friendship. You know, you have friendships that are acquaintances and you don't really know them. They're having issues. You don't really want to know, right? And I'm just love you, bless you. How's your day? But you don't really want to know what their day is like or how their day was. You just try to be nice because you're an acquaintance. You know, you barely know them or you know them, and that's you keep it at an arm's distance. Some people you have to keep it at arm's distance. Boundaries are beautiful. You have to have boundaries, especially with some people will just suck you dry, and that's because you let them. You have to be stern sometimes. It's all right to be an adult. Okay. All right. So Queen Bee, you're welcome. Question: there was someone else. Did they leave? Five. Queen Bee. There was someone else. Samantha, the global Sabrina. You're welcome. I got that. Sharon. Yes. All right. So Leslie. Leslie. Did I get that one? All right. Leslie. Will my new relationship last? Common sense says it will if you want it to. But spiritually speaking, I don't know, it's kind of like you're expecting it not to last. It's like, oh, this is too good to be true. And it seems like this is a reoccurring, possibly a reoccurring situation. Obviously, I mean, you're asking the question, and I just think that because you kind of half expect it not to last. It's like, and then you actually go looking for stuff that triggers the other person, and then you're like, see, I'm not right for them. It's not that they're not right for you. And tell me if this makes any sense. Please communicate because that's what I'm feeling. All right, I'm not gonna say another freaking word until you say something. So I can make a whole story up and just have this whole thing going on, and wow. But I don't know if I'm on track because you could. I don't even know where you're at in the world. So that'd be fun to know too. Not that I need it. It's always just fun. I got a nut on my pendulum one. And it doesn't affect the pendulum, but it drives me nuts. OCD thing. Ah! All right. Are you there? Hello, Leslie. You asked a question. I answered the question. Tell me what's going on, please. Yes. Are you there? All right. Yes. Leslie, hello. I cannot tell if you're on or not. I can tell that there is 4 people on. And I'm trying to untie a knot here. Okay, Leslie, tell me what's going on, please. I guess you're not there. I think I will call an end to this session, take a break, get something to eat, and maybe back on. I have a bunch of other platforms I need to pay the bills. So no money comes in here. Money got to come in somewhere because it's coming. Not that, it's been fun. Taught you guys how to make some sigils. If you didn't see that part, go back and watch the video. Um, Very powerful method. This is only one method that I taught. If you're dealing with a lot of emotional duress, fears, phobias, and such, emotional freedom tapping, I do those sessions. You can book a session with me, or you can go on YouTube, find out how to do it, and do it all by yourself and be fairly effective. Okay. It's an acupressure, NLP, neuro linguistic programming technique. Leslie, there you are. My last relationship last 8 years. Okay. All right. So you're just like, am I going to, like I said, it's up to you. I feel like it's really, um, do you want it to last? Is that person fulfilling you? All right. And I think that's what you should be asking. does this person fulfill me? If that person fulfills you, then do everything you possibly can within reason to be a fulfillment to them. Find out what fulfills them. If they are fulfilling you, you're in a relationship and you're being fulfilled. And I'm not talking about just sex and stupid stuff like that. I'm talking about that fulfillment. I mean, it just completes you, right? You tracking with me, Leslie? You get completed. And 8 years, that's a long time, right? I mean, was it good that whole 8 years? I mean, you learned something out of that, I'm sure. And you just got to carry that forward into your next relation. Not the wounds. Any wounds from that 8-year relationship, you need to look at honestly. Was it you? Was that them? And just address it appropriately. Forgive yourself. Forgive them. Do the necessary energetic work, and of course it'll last. Um, how much shit are you willing to take is the question, right? Sometimes that's the question. I mean, some people take a lot of poop, and they're all right. For whatever reason, maybe it's something they signed up for. There's a lot of mysteries to life. Anybody that says they got it all figured out, they're a liar. But their paradigm, what they perceive, they have figured out. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But it certainly does not mean they have it all figured out by any means. And I've met some pretty smart, intelligent, spiritually ascended people. I mean, gosh, people that literally affect the energy of the room when they walk in or when they leave. Spiritual leaders, been in heavenly realms. I've had angels around me, lots of angels around me. I've been in the darkest of dark, and I've been in the lightest of light. So, that being said, does that person, Leslie, fulfill you? If they do, do everything you possibly can to make sure they're being fulfilled too, because then it'll last for the rest of this life, right? And there are soul groups we are in, people that we've been in relationships with many times before because it's beautiful. It's just worked. And you learn, it's a mystery. I have a limited understanding, and I certainly share what I can. Right? They're asking, "Am I still there?" I don't know. Am I still here? All right. So Leslie, bless you, Queen Bean. You're welcome, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the first day of 2021. I hope this was a blessing. What a way to start out with being blessed. I taught you how to make a sigil. Go back and check the information on this video. It's a way of formatting a prayer, a blessing. It's a powerful way of expressing your vibrational ideas. Um, so I hope it blesses you. Check out emotional freedom tapping. Check out Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage, especially if you've had relationship problems, if you're not with anybody, if you are with someone and you guys are ready to call it quits, check it out, or break up. Stop dragging your feet. All right. Oh, my wife gets mad at me because I'm not very sensitive sometimes. That's the Capricorn in me. But I love you guys. I say what I say. I'm sincere in what I say. I bless you. I bless the rest of your day. I bless the rest of your year. Shalom. Shema shalom. And till we meet again, right?